the mental and the emotional strategies as well. Don't let fear into your life. I watched the news a couple of days ago, or a couple of weeks ago, and I have to watch the news because I got to see what's going on in the world. I'm always wondering what they're trying to get me to think. Don't pay attention to what they're saying. Pay attention to where the direction is going, what they're trying to make you think. So I wear this psychological hazmat suit when I watch the news, and I was watching the news, and every darn story was fear. Even to the point of they had to tell me, I live in Colorado, they had to tell me that 3 people died in a flood in Tennessee. Like, what did I need to know about that? How did that make my life better to hear that 3 people died in a flood in Tennessee? That's the extent of the fear. And every story is about fear, whether it's Afghanistan or Trump or January 6th or COVID or literally every story. Not 99 out of 100, 100% of the stories are about fear. So when you're in fear or when you're in anxiety, your immune system becomes suppressed. So get that out of your system. Get these Satan behind me. To me, it's a question of parasympathetic and sympathetic, Jesus and Satan. If you want to be theological about it, if you want to be religious about it, it's about fear versus love. That's the primal dichotomy. It's the primal distinction of emotions that we have is we're either in fear or we're either in love. And just like Jesus says, you're either with me or against me. You're either parasympathetic net or sympathetic net. Get yourself parasympathetic net through slow, deep breathing, through the divine force, channeling it, pulling it into your life, loving somebody, even loving a dog or a pet. When we love something vulnerable, that activates our parasympathetic nervous system to the extent that when somebody comes from Afghanistan or Iraq, they'll give them a dog. Why? Because the dog is vulnerable. And when we love something vulnerable, whether it's a child or it's a dog or it's a bird or even if it's a plant, it activates our parasympathetic nervous system. It activates our rest and digest nervous system, and it supports our immune system and our ability to deal with our environment.